Hey everyone, so I know it has been a while since I posted on my channel, but to be honest with you, I've been a bit burnt out with Rise and I haven't been enjoying the game much lately. However, I still wanted to come back and update the metable builds for the title update 3. And this update has seen some pretty significant power creep, first of all because of the augmentation for the weapons, the new armors, and mostly because the followers are now enabled in every quest, and this makes a huge change in quests like Anomaly or Risen Elders. So in this video I'm going to show you 3 meta sets. The first one is going to be the Dereliction set, which is an improvement over our classic Dereliction set. The second set is going to be a safe set, and the third set is going to be a Berserk set, which is the new skill from Chaos Gormagala. But first of all, let's talk about those new skills. So we have 3 new armor sets. We have the Chaos set, we have the Risen Teostra set, and the Risen Kushala set. First of all, the Risen Kushala set for bow is not gonna see much use, so I'm not gonna talk about that too much. The Risen Teostra armor is pretty good, so it's gonna see some use, but really the star of the show for bow is going to be the Chaos armor set. So the Chaos armor set has 2 new skills. The first one is Strife and the second one is Berserk. I'm gonna talk about Berserk at the end because I have a specific build for it, but Strife is going to be used on most builds. So it's gonna be used on the Dereliction build and the Berserk build. So I'm gonna explain quickly how Strife works. Strife has 2 levels of activation. If you have a little bit of red health, like you can see on the image on top, you will activate the first part of the bonus. So at level 1 it gives you 5% affinity and 5% element, 10% and 10% at level 2, and 10% affinity, 15% element at level 3. To activate the second part of the bonus, you must have more than 60% of your HP as red health. So this is very unlikely to happen naturally, and you usually want to use Berserk to activate this. But if you do activate this second part of the bonus, you get 10% affinity and element at level 1, 15% at level 2, and 20% at level 3. On top of that, at level 3, you get infinite stamina as long as your red health is above 60% HP. But basically, if you use Berserk, then Strife level 3 is good. If you don't use Berserk, Strife level 2 is enough. And if you don't use Dereliction and Berserk, then Strife is not that great. So the first set we're gonna take a look at is the Dereliction set, which has gotten a pretty nice upgrade since the last patch, thanks for the Chaos armor. If you are used to that playstyle, it remains a very solid DPS option. However, the life drain is still there, so if you're not used or not comfortable with the life drain, this won't be a good option for you. So for this set, we're gonna be using the Chaos helmet and chest. Those are very efficient piece of armor, first of all, and second of all, it gives us Strife 2. And Strife will always be activated with this set, thanks to Dereliction, which will give us constant red health. So at level 2, it's a constant plus 10% affinity and 10% element just for wearing that set bonus. So as you can see on this set, we do not have bloodlust by default. That's okay because the Chaos helmet and chest gives you critical life 4, which is 20% affinity. So you make up from the lost affinity from bloodlust. However, bloodlust is now a curio augment, so if you are able to, try to get bloodlust on your curio augment. So this set already has element exploit by default, but the next skill that you're looking for damage are Charge Master and Adrenaline Rush. Both have a decoration now, and both can be on curio augments. So those skills are very good for damage. So this is the update to the Dereliction build. My recommendation is that if you are used to this playstyle and you like it, this is a nice update. If you don't like the health drain or you never tried it, it's still a very dangerous set because the health drain is pretty big. So if you want to use it, be my guest. If you don't like it, I have 2 other builds for you. The next build I'm going to be showing you is the Berserk build, because I know most people are going to be interested in this one. So I'm going to show you the build and then I'm going to give you my opinion on this build. So this build is very simple. It is full set Chaos Gormagala from head to toe. And there are a few things going on here, so let me explain. The first thing you'll notice is that we do not have any stamina skills. That's because if you play this build correctly, you will have infinite stamina all the time, so you don't need any stamina skills. Also, you can see that this set only has Witness Exploit 2, which is normal. Witness Exploit 2 gives you 30% affinity, Critical Eye 6 is another 30%, that's 60%, Bloodlust 2 gives you 25%, so that's 85%, and Strife 3 gives you 20%. So already you're at 105% affinity without the weapon. So I'm gonna talk about how Berserk works in a few seconds, but it has a pretty steep health drain that you need to combat. So for that we have a few skills. The first one is Bloodening, which gives you blood right 1. This will allow you to get some health regen when you hit a broken part of a monster. Then we have Kushala Blessing 3, which gives you health regen past the red portion of your health bar, so you're gonna have constant health regen because of this skill. On top of that, we're gonna hit for Super Recovery Dango, which will add to your health regen to combat the health drain. All of these together will completely nullify the base health drain from Berserk, so you should be able to get all the benefits and almost none of the drawbacks. On top of that, if you play solo, you can enable the followers, and Hinoa and Utsushi, which are two of the best followers for bow. Hinoa gives you health regen, which will add another layer of health regen to help you. So the way Berserk works is that when you switch to the blue scroll, the entire health bar becomes red and starts draining. That, in conjunction with Strife 3, will provide you 20% affinity, 20% element, and infinite stamina as long as your health bar is high enough, above 60%. Also, as you can see on this clip, if you happen to get hit, you will take no damage at all, 0. So this is a huge benefit. However, if you get hit, the health drain will become faster and it will become a lot harder to manage. So if that happens and your health gets too low, you will lose the infinite stamina benefit and you will end up dying if your health reaches 0. So if that happens, if your health gets too low, what you should be doing and what's gonna happen in a few seconds on the video is that you should go back to the red scroll, heal, wait a few seconds and go back to the blue scroll. And by then the health drain will have reset to the original speed. And on this clip you can see me doing that, and now the health drain is back to the normal speed. So this skill has the potential to be very good not only for damage but also for safety. However, it requires a bunch of setup and it can fall apart pretty quickly if you get hit too much or if your buffs start to run out. I think it's still pretty good, but it's gonna depend on the player if the player is able to use that skill efficiently. So I personally like this skill. I think it's pretty fun to play and pretty comfortable. But if you've tried it and you don't like it, I have another save set to use that's a bit more classic. It's an update to my save set that I posted in the first title update. So this set has Guts, which was the main feature of the first save set that I posted, and you're gonna combine that with the food skill Moxie. So with Guts and Moxie, you'll be able to survive 2 attacks that should have killed you. Now on top of that, this set by default has Divine Blessing 2. Now Divine Blessing 2 has a chance to reduce the damage taken by 30%. I would not recommend to upgrade to Divine Blessing 3 because the damage taken goes from 30% to 50%, but the activation rate, as far as I know, is the same. So both 30% and 50% most likely are going to prevent being one-shot, which is the goal. So outside of that, this set does not have Bloodlust, but like the first 2 sets, it has Critical Eye 4, so the affinity is the same. However, if you happen to roll on the Curio Augment Bloodlust, I would keep that skill as it is a pretty good skill. But anyway, the way to play this set is very classic, so nothing like Dereliction or Berserk. You play the bow normally and you just have a few protection layers with Moxie, Guts and Divine Blessing. So quickly before I wrap up the video, as far as weapon goes, for Augment you want to go full element as usual, and nothing has changed for the weapons. The only one that changed is for Rapid Dragon. The Chaos Gore is very good, so if you want to use Rapid Dragon, this is a very good weapon, as long as you have Bloodlust. If you don't have Bloodlust, I would stay away from that weapon. Other than that, the meta bows are the same as they used to be in the last patch. No change. Okay guys, so this is the video. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think about this update. If you've tried any of those builds or something similar, I'd like to know your thought on Berserk. What do you think about that skill? Have you tried it and do you like it? Let me know in the comments. I don't know if I'm gonna make much more videos on this update, maybe 1 or 2, but I haven't been enjoying it that much, to be honest with you. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing videos or if I'm gonna wait until something happens. But anyway, see you guys later. I hope you have a great week and talk to you later. Bye.